The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Miami's offense will get the first crack at it here. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
Leaves it with the back. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves to change for the first down. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Miami! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tar Heels offense has the ball for the first time. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Fires to the tight end. That had all the makings of Bart Meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Tackle is made after the first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. To the ground with the back. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
He's got it on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
He makes the connection. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw, it's Kingsbury. Got his man in the middle. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Canes look to do some damage in the red zone. From the shotgun, the inside give. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Motion from the offense. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Liberty is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sparky isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by just 1 over East Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Right back to the well. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. North Carolina, just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the gun, the ground game. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles into the ground.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You've got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass, and the defense did a really good job playing the pass. And fourth down now, it's decision time for you.
Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Wow, the Miami linebacker shows you the speed on that play. And linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse, move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
Dropping back, it's Kingsbury. He finds his man. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. Tackled immediately after the catch.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Someone not clear on the snap count, it'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. He'll just keep slinging it. It's complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game Heisman-type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Now on second down. Fast motion from the offense. To the air. It's Kingsbury. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. When things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Quarterback checking the play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pass is intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Caught. He's loose. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
North Carolina.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Trying to get to it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They're setting up the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. They'll try it on the ground. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to throw, it's Kingsbury. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Makes a catch and knocked down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And the ball's out. Who's going to get it? The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They recovered their own fumble, but now it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Hurricane! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific start from there in beautiful Miami Gardens. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Bringing it back. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Off play action on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Tar Heels in the hurry-up.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Picked off. Taking it the other way. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes. They've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Quarterback empties his backfield. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Back to throw, it's Kingsbury. Gets it out fast. Across the 25, he's got room. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to throw. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And tackled there by the defense.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
The official says no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Defense.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty. It's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. Keeps the legs moving. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback checking off. Looking downfield, it's Kingsbury. Tight end finds a soft spot. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He looks that one in nicely. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. It's complete. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's 2nd in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
That's a really good job on the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now in the next down.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, it's Kingsbury. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. So now on comes the field goal unit. Absolute shank. Missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Hand off from the shotgun. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Hand off from the gun. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. 2nd down coming up. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. after the strong run on second down. Third down coming. Do they do it again? They'll try to run for it. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Tar Heels are flying down the field. Leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Encroachment. Defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on fourth down. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on third down, but this is a different deal on third and long. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Dumps it to the back. Finds him out of the backfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They go to the ground. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. He's looking for a man on second down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Number 12.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by a field goal over Florida State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. At the 35, he's got room. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. At the 35, he's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And wings it incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
The Tar Heels want to move quickly.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They're bringing heat. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Comes out throwing on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw it again. Coming after him. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Stands in and takes the hit. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And if they can nudge this one forward just a bit, they might put a seal on this victory. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to pass, it's Kingsbury. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Canes! You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Touchdown, Hurricane! How about that D coming up with a play like that? They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and he showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stings, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Ball is loose. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-Ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Blue Devils will put total weather to crank us up. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. Just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
Oh, my, circle, circle, Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Running back goes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Kingsbury. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback will audible. The aerial assault continues. Makes the grab down the middle. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of a first down. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Duke's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock, and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. To the air, it's Wilkins. spits it out to the back. Got his man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field and get some more points.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Feeling some heat. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's got his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Leaves it with the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Kingsbury. Getting some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Tootin. Touchdown, Miami! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Number 33 with the catch and score.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Just about set to kick it away.
Miami, 10-0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll pull it down. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team.
Well, just a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain, and now setting up 4th down.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Kingsbury. He'll try to do it himself. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Line getting set on second down. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And the Hurricanes have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Blue Devils want to crank the tempo. He'll do it himself. And the ball's on the ground. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The give to the back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Scanning the field, it's Wilkins. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead.
Lofts one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Delivers the contact. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Blue Devils are marching down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Back to pass, it's Wilkins. The throw. He makes the catch, but the officials right on top of it, signaling out of bounds. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Takes the easy one to the back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. First down for this offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete on the right side. At the 35, he's open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Kingsbury. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tootin. Touchdown, Miami! What a grab and go for the score.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll start this drive firing. Works the middle of the field. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To throw, it's Kingsbury. Makes the grab. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets rid of it. Makes his connection. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And in the waning seconds of the 1st half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Hurricanes will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And if a quarterback's going to have success in the run game, he's got to have guys helping him out, right? It's not just the offensive lineman. It's not just the running back doing a good job selling the run fake, but these receivers, they're doing a great job getting down.
Fires and picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to pass, it's Wilkins. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Shoved back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On second down, wants to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Okay, ready. This is a 3rd and long. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Makes the grab, and he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Got room at the 35. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. He's going to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, there's the ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. Looking for a man. It's Wilkins. Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. On target over the middle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. It's caught. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Touchdown, Duke! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They get him down after he makes the catch.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for...
He's going to fire deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Canes send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time, Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Dumps it off in the flats. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Blue Devils are threatening in the red zone. Hands it off. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Back to the ground game on the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Kingsbury. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man downfield. And he's running in the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it again. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd down, going up top. Using the quick game. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Canes! And the route is on.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to add another.
On for the extra point.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick this one away.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Lost one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. To the air, it's Wilkins. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. This offense has a second down play. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete to the right. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Release to the back. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is ready to give him the first down. The Blue Devils looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people...
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They march 78 yards down the field. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. They'll go to the ground, and they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to and running situations, your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The sure hands, it's Tootin. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. When you get this deep in the season and that 0 is still in the lost column, that target on your back just gets bigger and bigger.
And some people handle it better than others. We've seen some teams melt late in the season, and we've seen other teams thrive on it and embrace it. So this team so far has embraced it, and everything they've shown me, Jesse, throughout the regular season says that they're going to continue to embrace it and continue to play well.
Yeah, that's a great point, guys. They've got the target on their backs right now. They're not sneaking up on anybody the way they might have done earlier in the year when we didn't quite know who they were or what they're about. Everybody right now in the entire country, all of college football, knows that this team's for real. They've got to put it together now to close this season out strong.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another...
Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Boston College Eagles, taking on the second-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. So Boston College's offense will start in a bad spot here thanks to that return. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the toss play now, running left. Breaking tackles.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. So the Hurricanes offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. First down. Looking to throw the football. caught behind the line. It's Tootin, and he will be stuffed for no gain. Important second down play coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looks over the middle, and that's complete.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards.
False start offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Hurricanes. It was a foot race, and he won it.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Boston College offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. They call the draw play here. Football comes out. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside and give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Here comes the punter onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He's going to try to return the punt. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the catch. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the left side. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So the BC offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Offense getting set. It's second down. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Same tailback, another carry. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. It's Morton. Lets it fly to the wideout. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Boston College getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's a carry for the fullback. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now.
Just a great job here by this linebacker to be able to come up with that sack here on the blitz. Big play for this defense. And, man, Chris, you think about the linebacker play at the University of Miami over the years, it starts with Ray Lewis, and it could end with him, to be honest, but the list just keeps going. Michael Barrow, Jonathan Vilma, and Dan Morgan. You could go on and on and on, and this guy right now is trying to live up to that standard.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Ball lands at the 8 and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. That's a nice gain to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter. Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Now someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards.
False start. Offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down after that previous play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking right, this one caught. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Caught quickly. He's found some room at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. 1st down and 10 now. Receiver in motion now. And somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage.
False start. Offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 15 now. Pressure is coming. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down play coming up for this offense. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. He'll try a pass here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They wrap it up after the completion just short of the 1st down mark. 3rd down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Here comes the point after attempt. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Boston College offense back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? And it's the senior getting home with the sack. This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost them 5.
False start. Offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 2nd down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Morton. He's moving out of the pocket. Gets some space around the 30. And they're able to get him down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Boston College getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Breaking free at midfield. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41. This Boston College offense is quickly moving down the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. Finds room at the 30. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And that broken tackle will earn him 1st down yardage.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They finally corral him at the 1.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and goal, they hand it to him again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now it's 3rd down and goal for the offense. Press coverage now from the secondary. 3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Down he goes, a sack.
Nothing tells you more about a defense's personality than when they get tested like this. Facing a 1st and goal, all the way to 3rd and goal, you come up with a sack, relentless attitude. Now let's see what they decide to do on 4th and goal.
The field goal is good.
The snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, but they keep it going. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown for the U. Just ran away from the defense.
This guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. extra point is good, and they're in front now, 28-3. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the catch. It's Flanagan. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Slides to avoid the big hit. Boston College quickly to the line of scrimmage. To throw, it's Morton. Defense is coming after him. Receiver makes the grab. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. The offense going with the hurry up. Third down, out of the shotgun. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The defense recovers the fumble.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
The extra point is good. They're pulling away. 35-3. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the BC offense is back out on the field now. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. It's a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And looking to throw now on first down. Quick catch over the middle. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made over the middle. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And the pass ball is incomplete on the final play of this first half. Mentor's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we go through an entire regular season to get to this point, and thus far the ACC championship has seen its share of unpredictable moments, but also simply breathtaking plays. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the men who will take us home in this ACC championship, Chris Fowler and Kirk Herbstreit.
And the returner will be brought down. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Looking to throw it on first down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Catch made down inside the 25. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back. So that huge scoring play is wiped away by the penalty. Potentially a monumental call in this game. First down here for this offense. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a pretty good effort by this defense to come up with that loss. Let's face it, it has been a really long game for these guys, but I love that they've not given up and they're still out there fighting.
They look to throw it here on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Tootin. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. When the tackle is made, the defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down. And the Canes will bring their punt team onto the field. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here comes the Boston College offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Fighting him off. Solid gain. Moves the ball to a 43. The game makes it second and medium. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. It's a 1st and 10 play. They'll run it here. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground. Here's the second down play. Toss play to the outside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. One of those critical third down plays coming up. And now they run the draw play. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Punt team ready to boot it away. Oh, it landed at the 8-yard line, but a lucky bounce into the end zone for a touchback. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Get some space around the 30. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, 2 inches away. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. Snags the quick throw. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Tight end goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Scanning the field. It's Morton. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Trying to catch the defense with the draw. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Water has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on third down? Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. The punt team making their way on the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team finally gets it, but a great return. You can see the elusive speed from the return man. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab behind the line. It's Tootin. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Second down after that short completion. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Oh, and he could not haul it in. A third down drop. Brings up fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the BC offense is back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. They went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24.
Encroachment. Defense.
Minor penalty will cost the defense 5 yards. Now it's second down here. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Short connection to the tight end here. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. Hasn't been much of a contest so far, and the stats will reflect that. One quarter to play of what has been a beatdown so far. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. On the run, he'll let it go. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a fourth down completion. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And there's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so second and 7.
The defensive coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Hurricanes will have 1st and 10 here. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. The conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good.
Boston College, 3.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Here comes the Boston College offense back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line. Second and long, backed up at the 8-yard line. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here, and this is going to be a safety.
Well, Chris, just when it looked like it couldn't get any worse for these guys, it goes from being bad to even worse. They seemingly can't do anything right. At least they only have the rest of this quarter. Don't worry, fellas. It'll be over soon.
And your Miami Hurricanes will take over.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34. First and 10 now for the offense. And they'll use the ground game here. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Canes. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Well, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
They're set now to try the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll just take a knee. The drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the BC offense is back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. The short completion of the tight end.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
Bringing pressure. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looking to scramble. And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush. Back-to-back sacks. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. There's the handoff. Finds room at the 30. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. See what the call is on first and 10. Back in motion now. First down. Looking to throw the football. Grab behind the line. It's Tootin.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe.
Touchdown for the U, and the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Boston College offense back out on the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Makes a quick catch. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. A new set of downs after that completion. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Off target and incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. 3rd down now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks on the ball, and it's a short gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Handoff running right. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. The Hurricanes will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And that sets up a return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And we've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Makes a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The completion makes it 2nd down. Some press coverage now from these DBs. Running out of time in the pocket. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. When he's got some space here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. Trying to find room. It's Tootin. Breaks loose at the 40. Big gain across midfield down near the 30-yard line.
Hey, when it's your day, it's your day. This offense, and especially this running back, enjoying a monster day, putting up huge numbers and having a nice, big, comfortable lead.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Hurricanes. This one is getting ugly.
The coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Now, it's always a special year and a moment these players will never forget. They can call themselves champions of the ACC. With everything they put into it, now the spotlight will get even brighter. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out how they'll fare against the other best teams in the country. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
You